Hello everybody, this is Yoli Chisholm from fresheyes.com. That's fresh with 3 eyes.com. And today I'm going to talk to you about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Company structure. Not very sexy, I know, but it becomes very interesting when you talk about company structure in the context of a startup. As a startup, you have the amazing opportunity to structure your company differently. And in the spirit of that ancient philosopher, John McClane, yippee-ki-yay, people! You do not have to go with the traditional hierarchical model. How sad is it that a lot of people leave the man to go and do their own thing, brave the uncharted territory of startup world, to change the world, and in becoming successful, they end up with companies that operate exactly like the man does. I say forget about the traditional operational models and develop one of your own. And if you need some inspiration, I've got 4 ways you can disrupt company structure. And they're all sourced from the fantastic book, The Connected Company by Dave Gray. I encourage you to look it up. So here are 4 ways you can disrupt company structure. Number 1, fire all the managers. At the Morningstar Company, which is one of the world's leading tomato ingredient processors, with revenues of $700 million a year, Gray writes, at Morningstar, workers manage themselves and report only to each other. The company provides a system and a marketplace that allows workers to coordinate their activities. Every worker has suppliers and customers and personal relationships to consider as they go about their work. Sounds awesome. You can read more about the Morningstar Company that has this no manager policy. Read it in Dave's book. Number 2, have no rules. Apparently, the employee handbook at Nordstrom is so short, it just has 1 sentence, and it goes, use your best judgment in all situations. There will be no other rules. Period. With approximately $9 billion in revenue, they're structured to empower salespeople on the floor to make their own decisions. This is what Gray writes. Nordstrom culture demands that the employee put the customer before the company or profit in all decisions. Nordstrom provides a platform, the store, and each employee is treated as an entrepreneur who can set up a business on the platform. With commissions, Nordstrom salespeople can make 6 figures yearly on a base wage as low as $11 an hour. Wow. Have no rules. Think about it, startups. Read about it in Dave's book. Number 3, have a hire no jerks policy. Oh yeah, I am all in on this one. Even if the jerk is a top salesperson or can write code in their sleep or has an MIT or Harvard bumper sticker on their car. Putting the team before revenues to ensure long-term customer success is how the folks at Rational Software used to roll before they were acquired by IBM. You know what, guys? This one is actually one of my personal favorites. And here's why. The key thing that makes this concept work, this hire no jerks policy, the key element in the model is that the team that sells the product is also the same team that has to deliver the product. Wow. Some of you will know why this is such a freaking awesome concept. The jerk that makes all the promises to the customer doesn't get to pass on the baton. How many of us have been in that situation? Contract is written, agreements written, promises are made, and then the poor engineering team has to go in and implement and customize Hire no jerks, people. This is what Gray writes. Rational's goal was to be very transparent to everyone in the company. Make customers successful. That was their policy. Customers were served by small autonomous pods known as field teams. Each field team operated as a fully functional standalone unit with technical and business experts working closely together. The same team who sold the product or project was also responsible for delivering it. Resources were distributed to teams based on their performance. You can read more about this hire no jerks policy in Dave's book. And finally, number 4. It's a free world. Run your company like a democracy. Radical concept. Democratic management is what the $200 million a year Brazilian conglomerate Semco believes in. Okay, guys, in my opinion, this CEO, Semler, has an acute understanding of why most companies suck to work for. And he makes an attempt to reduce the suckage. Okay, here's what Gray writes. Semco is a self-managed company. There is no HR department. I'll just let that one sink in. Workers at Semco choose what they do as well as where and when they do it. Did you get that? They even choose their own salaries. Whoa! Subordinates review their supervisors. Subordinates review